So my practice comes from these two distinct experiences of one growing up between Japan and the United States, so floating within this miasma of two distinct cultures, not feeling like I fit into either one, and then the second one experience being that a former ballet dancer, and so these two experiences have left me with a very hyper awareness of my body, and so what I'm interested is in exploring kind of a merging of my theatrical background with also my interest in image-based work from painting to video, but exploring the kind of the potential of performativity or theatricality that these image-based works such as painting or video can have in terms and through themes of memory, nostalgia, the overlap of our subconscious, and how the gray zones between cultures to me represents the same gray zone between memory and reality. So for this exhibition in Cyprus, there's been this text that I've been really interested in for a long time, where it talks about this philosopher from the 16th century in Italy who mapped out all of human knowledge onto art. He placed it architecturally in a mind, so he mapped out what consisted of, at the time, all of what human knowledge was said to be, including different speeches, religions, philosophy, all of that. She transposed it onto an architecture of a ancient Roman theater, with a number of tiered levels, and so the person who would be accessing a specific memory would be as if they were standing on this Roman theater and then looking up at, let's say, the fifth step of the right-hand side of the stage in order to access this particular philosophy, or this particular part of the speech that he would have to memorize. And so what I've been really interested in transposing what our subconscious, unconscious is into a specific structure that is the theater, and that's the ancient theater. And so when we went to Cyprus, because it's so filled with so many ancient sites just all over, one of the sites that a friend recommended to me was the ancient theater of Korion, which literally sits on a cliff, and it's one of the oldest Greco-Roman theaters. I think that dates back to the 5th BC. So for me, what I was interested in was, what if the theater itself could speak? Cyprus, it overlooks the cliff and the sea, and so I was just interested in flipping the perspective of what if the theater itself, who's been there for centuries, has seen all these different wars, strife, natural disasters change the landscape of Cyprus, but at the same time, the thing that has remained constant for the theater from its view is the sea. And so I was interested in, if the theater itself could access its own memory, like the memory theater, like the philosopher's text, what would it say? And so what I was interested in was also the parallels between maybe what the theater would think, but also what I would think in terms of trying to access my own memories. So the video installation was specifically trying to create a video installation that's suspended in air, so that there is a form of an ethereal presence for the video to kind of for that an ethereal presence in the space, because I do see the video as kind of a excerpt from a memory, and so it's something that looks tangible, but it's not.